I'm finally covering it. I've seen so many comments requesting it for so long. Let's talk about the missing emojis. Emoji are defined as small digital image or icons used to express an idea, emotion, etc. Essentially, it's a quick way to express an emotion, feeling, or desire. Emojis have been tracked and logged with every single new update, so it isn't possible that these apparent missing emojis did exist and then were removed, because there would be evidence for this. And yet, here we are. There are numerous emojis that have seemingly never existed, but tons of people remember them. Each emoji has a specific Unicode number. That number never changes, and even though emojis can look artistically different on different platforms and apps, all emojis use the same Unicode. You can't make them disappear, let alone without a trace of evidence left behind. The submission process for new emoji is ridiculously detailed and complex, and the very few that do get chosen go through huge amounts of scrutiny and revision before being accepted. Here's an interesting fact I learned while researching this. To be a member on the Unicode voting board that selects new emojis, it runs you about $21,000. Not only that, certain emojis are banned in some countries and are slightly altered in others. But as far as I can find, the missing emojis that we are talking about, they're not part of those changes. Also, I'd like to reiterate, this isn't 2 or 3 people being affected by this. All of these Mandela effects affect substantial groups of people. Now that we've gotten all of that stuff out of the way, let's talk about some of the missing ones that people remember but don't exist, and never have apparently. First up, we have the robber or burglar emoji that, as of now, doesn't exist and never has. These are renditions of what people remember that you're seeing on screen right now, but what you might remember may vary slightly. The robber or burglar emoji had a male and a female version, as well as a full-body black and white striped person carrying a huge bag of presumably stolen goods or money running to the left. Do you remember any of these? And if you do, how do you remember them if they never existed? It's so weird. Another missing emoji is the hiker holding a walking stick. Tons of people remember using this to represent accomplishing a task or overcoming something very challenging in their life, or to quite literally represent mountain climbing. But as of now, it doesn't and hasn't ever existed. Here's another missing in action emoji, the seahorse. It simply doesn't exist. The water bottle? Nope. Peas in a pod? Seemingly never existed. A very pointy swordfish? Even the fish is now gone. So tell me, do you remember any of these now non-existent emoji? Is this a Mandela effect for you, or is this just tons of people misremembering something that never existed? Also, can you think of any other missing emoji that I didn't mention or maybe I haven't heard of before? As always, tell me everything you know in the comments below.